What's up, ladies and gentlemen? It is the King and I Life podcast, hosted by myself, Soul Toucher the Poet, and my brother, Son Soul X, in his joint. Check it out. Hit us up, www.kingandilife.com, for all our podcast info. Subscribe to whatever podcast platform that you choose. Also, hit us up, KINGANDEYE369@gmail.com. Email us your suggestions, your feedback, and all that good stuff. Tune in to us live on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter, Wednesdays, 7:30 p.m. Eastern Time. And make sure you like, subscribe, and share, because we are all over all those social media platforms. Stay tuned for the good stuff. Yeah, we out. I wiped my tears and fell for it, and we was good. But again, I still had a foot in the streets. I had a foot in the streets. My foot in the streets so bad one time, like I had went to my crib, and I gave her key to my crib.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, it was like that. But I had this chick drive down from Delaware. She came through, kicked it with me for a minute, banged her out. She left, and like 10 minutes after she left, old girl was in my door. I was like, whoa. But you know, thing was cool. I was still in the streets, still with her, and things was cool. So what happened was, my job had a Christmas party, and I was on my way to DC. My homeboy, he lived around the corner from her. He had called me on the phone. He was like, yo, because she had old boy's car in her backyard while he was overseas. Mm-hmm. My man was like, yo, somebody driving that car. I saw it in front of old girl's house. And I said to myself, huh? So I'm going down 95. I done went through the toll tunnel and everything. I got off, bust a U, flew my ass back up to her house. And when I pull up, all the lights is off in the house. The car's sitting in front of the house. And my heart is just jumping out my chest. Yeah. I'm like, yo, what the fuck? Shit. I'm like, yo, what the fuck? Like, I just talked to this chick not too long ago. So I get a wrench out my car and I'm banging on the door. It took her like 10, 15 minutes to come to the door. Shorty come to the door and be like, oh, I can't talk right now. I got company. I'm like, yo, Make a long story short, old boy was married. He had came from overseas to her house to get his car so he can go back to where he was going to be with his wife. I was the damn side piece to the side piece, and that shit hurt. Like,
damn it.
Hurt. It stung hard.
Yeah.
And I was literally devastated over that. But then retarded ass me, again, I'm still beating my chest. I got one foot in the street. I'm still doing me. We rekindle a little bit and we start seeing each other again. Wasn't no relation. We just fucking at this time.
Right.
But I had my feelings in it. And 2 times she went out of town talking about, oh, I'm going down to visit my family in Georgia, blah, blah, blah. She actually flew to see this dude. But one time that I knew that she flew to see this dude because she called me when she got there. She was in the car with the nigga and she was talking in code. I'm like, yo, why you, yo? Oh, I can't talk right now, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, the same dude again? Like, yo, what the fuck? She come back and telling me, oh yeah, I did fly down to see him, but it wasn't like that. He put me in a hotel and he barely saw me because he's spending time with his wife and blah. And I'm like, ain't this some shit?
Yeah.
So we get through that. And by this time, I get married. And we still messing around with each other.
Mm-hmm.
But by this time, things were starting to die down. We would hook up here and there, and I would go smash her at her job or whatever the case may be. But after a while, it died down. But yeah, that's one of those situations where, just like you, I was the side piece to the side piece.
Man. And it's crazy because I was like, man, it had me fucked up to the point where I was thinking about, leaving my current relationship to be with the side piece.
Damn it, man.
Like, really had me that fucked up. Like, but the thing was, again, I don't know, we had known each other for so fucking long, man. I think it was a combination of knowing each other for so long and just being there for each other, in hard times and shit.
Yeah, and you build that situation, and
yeah,
you feeling her, and you think it is this and that and the other, and you just blind yourself to the bullshit that's there.
Yeah. Like, I remember one time she had to call me, right? She was like, "Hey, I need $100 for so and so, a radio for a car or some shit."
Mm-hmm.
So my dumb ass, I'm up here like, I can't wait to give it to her.
Right.
Can't fucking wait to give it to her. So how about, so I leave my current situation. I made up some bullshit ass lie. Mm-hmm. And I go meet with her. And she's driving a car that the radiator is supposed to be fucked up in.
Right.
And I'm like, what happened to your radiator? Oh, I got it fixed. After I already done gave her the fucking money. What? Wow. So that right there let me know, okay, shit has definitely fucking changed.
Right.
Because, again, this is someone, to my knowledge, she never lied to me. And that right there was the first time I started seeing through the fucking bullshit.
Right.
So, I didn't sweat it. $100 wasn't shit to me back then.
Mm-hmm.
But again, as time went on, I started to see, yeah, you lying to me. You don't even have a reason to lie.
Mm-hmm.
So again, that's why I could never take that particular ex back.
Yeah. And that goes, again, that goes to us with our egos and pumping our chest and this, that, and the other, because we got something, and that something is probably doing everything that we needed to do. And then we got this side piece over there that's giving us hell, and we all in love, and this, that, and, well, we think we in love. Mm-hmm. We just caught up, and it's like, it's bad enough that as a man we live in a double life, but then this person, and it's like we live in a double life, and this side piece knows that our situation, but then they got all this extra shit going on, and they want to be like covert about it. It's like, why are you keeping your dirt in the dark when you know my situation? And not only that, you stressing me. Like, why are you stressing me and you know my situation? And for whatever reason, we get so caught up in those situations that we stress ourselves out.
Yes.
And it's like we pointing the finger at them, but it's like, yo, just cut that shit loose, because it ain't good. Just cut it loose. That way, because what I found myself doing in situations like that was, I would find myself being angry at that woman when I shouldn't have been involved with her in the first place.
True that. I mean, the thing about having a side piece, and this is from experience, a long time ago. Way back in the day. They're supposed to be the one that takes pressure off of you.
Yeah.
They're supposed to be that damn, almost like that set of comforting arms that you can run
Right.
to when shit at the house is fucked up. But when they get to a place where they start giving you hell, meaning giving you a headache or giving you stress, it's like you love them, but you gotta fucking let them go.
Right.
Because at that point, they obviously have forgot the role that they're playing. Meaning,
you can look at it like that.
You kind of like my backup quarterback. You're supposed to be the one I can put in the game when the regular quarterback is fucking up.
Right.
Or off their game.
Yeah, exactly.
But the stress level is just not worth it, man. It's not worth
it. Yeah. And to add to what you were saying, like I'm not telling anybody how to live their life, married or single.
Right.
But you do what you do, and because you got to live, you got to live with your actions. But for me, I got to the point, whether I was single or in a relationship, to try to tell myself and live up to, if I have somebody or a situation and I go do some dirt, that if I do dirt, I'm gonna need to have that person to be in a position to lose just as much as me. That way, they're not stressing me that much. And the stress that happens between us is going to be mutual, meaning I'm gonna stress her out when I want to see her when she can't be available, and she do the same with me. That way, I don't get too caught up. I don't have to be too preoccupied wondering what game she's playing, even if that person has something equal to or more to lose. It's not going to stop them from playing games, but it's just the fact that you're not going to overly stress me when you got the same bullshit going on your end. That's my thing about that.
So let me ask you this then, and I agree with you. Have you ever been in a situation where you knew you were the side piece and you were perfectly fine with that?
Oh yeah. I was in a situation like that lasted probably, I want to say probably like 10 years.
Wow.
She was married. And we actually, hooked up. It took a while for us to actually go that far.
Right.
Because the thing about it is she had trust issues. And my thing is, how you got trust issues and you cheating on your husband? Like, help me understand that logic. But I kind of understood where she was coming from. Like she was feeling me, but at the same time, her trust issues were after she finally opened up and started talking to me, because it took a while for that. After she felt that I was like any other dude, and if she got close to me, I would, put our business out in the street, this, that, and other. But it was like, nah, I'm not that type of dude. I'm not gonna do that because I don't want nobody in my business like that.
Right.
So, it got to the point to where it was like, we was physical, but we wasn't physical. And that was frustrating the hell out of me, because I'm like, yo, shit, you go down and blow me off and this, that, and other, but you won't let me get the rest of it. And it's like, we would go through that for a long. I'm like, it's good, but I need more. But eventually got to that point. But again, it's one of those situations to where it was like, look, we got to do something, because this right here. But yeah, that shit was last like 10 years.
Wow. Yeah, I've been in a situation where I knew I was a side piece, and I was cool with it for a minute, man. Like for years, I was cool with it.
Mm-hmm.
But then I got to the point where I wanted my own, meaning my
Mm.
own family.
Right, right.
So I was trying to explain that to her, like, I love you. I'm down for you, four flat tires and a spare, everything. But
Mm-hmm.
once you leave me, you get to go home to your husband.
Exactly.
And here I am by my goddamn self.
Mm-hmm.
So anyway, um, I cut that relationship off,
Mm.
and we remained cool. May even got in a few times after that, but
Right.
I don't know.
Hey.
I think I just reached that point in my life where I wanted something more. I needed something more.
Mm-hmm.
Um, so that was the start of me starting to let that relationship go.
Right, right. The other thing about that is sometimes it's not even that you want your own family, you just want more, and that situation is not giving you what you want. Um, and I know sometimes what's mind blowing about those situations is either you as a side piece or that person who's in their situation, um, y'all kind of put unrealistic expectations on each other. Like I've been told, hey, I don't want you to give it to nobody else but me. And I'm like, you go home and lay with a dude every night. What the fuck are you talking about? um, or it could be me. I don't want you doing certain things with your husband. And it's like, let me sit down and think about what I just said to this woman. Like, she's married and I don't want her to do certain things with her husband. Like, shut the hell up. Like, it be dumb stuff like that. You know, Now outside of situations like that, when you knowing that you're the side piece, I've been in situations to where it was like I knew I was a side piece, but it was only for a good time. It's like it was a straight up ego thing. It was like, damn, I don't like this dude with this chick. Let me see if I can get that. And it happened like that. But
All right.
and that's the majority of the situations that I've been in. It's just that one situation to where she was married to where it was like long term like that, and I literally played my position until I was getting frustrated with how things was going because it's like you're promising me this or you're telling me this is what going to happen or I'm not satisfied and now you mad at me because I want more, but it's like I feel like you're playing games with me, but at the same time you telling me you got all these feelings and this, that, and I don't want to hear that bullshit. I need to see action. Put your actions where your mouth is, so I could believe what you're saying. So I mean, it was stuff like that.
I mean, I had that situation where, um, again, she kept saying, just wait, just wait. I'm going to leave him. I'm going to leave him. I want to
Mm,
be with you. And I mean, she put it on because, like, no
mm,
whole bars and shit. So,
damn.
I
Yeah,
mean, it
you
was
double
cool, but
cheeseburger with
I
all the
knew in
fixings.
the back of my mind, this chick is not going anywhere,
Right.
bro. She is not
Like,
gonna leave this dude, man. Come
all
on,
right,
stop playing
whatever.
with
I
yourself.
hear you, but then you get all caught up in the situation.
Yep. And it was
Yeah,
just
I feel. Yeah.
simply because I felt so, deeply for her that I
Right.
allowed that situation to go on for as long as I did.
Hey, as they say, you play Willie Lump Lump.
So let me ask you this then, while we're talking about this particular subject. Um, have you ever been the side dude and wish you could have been the main dude?
Hell yeah. Those are those situations to where you get this spectacular chick and and when y'all together, it's like it's wonderful. And you just wish you was the main dude. And it's like, damn, I wish I was the main dude. This, that, and other, cause she telling you all that good shit and you feeling all that good. You telling her the good shit and you know, end of the day, y'all playing with each other's emotions and blah blah blah. But you just wish you was that dude. yeah, look, man. And see, the crazy thing about it is, as men, and this goes back to what we first started talking about when we say, hell no, I'm not going back. We put ourselves in those damn situations and have the audacity to get mad and blame the female, saying she did this to me, she did that to me. And it's like, I got to sit back and say, yeah, I put myself in that position. It's not her fault. It's her fault for entertaining me.
Right.
But at the end of the day, it's my fault for even wanting to be entertained by that nonsense. But yeah, I've had a couple of situations to where I wish I was the main dude. And it's like, I don't know where our brains go in situations like that. No. It's like, is it lust? Is it love? What the hell is it that makes me say, damn, I wish I was that main dude? Because 9 times out of 10, we know goddamn well we really don't want that chick like that.
Yeah,
most of them we don't want like that.
I had a situation like that one time, man, where I wanted to be the fucking main dude. Because we had that kind of goddamn chemistry. Like, she would come kick it with me and shit, and it was just like we were fucking husband and wife and shit.
Oh my God.
Like cooking together and shit, cleaning up and shit, going shopping and shit. We're out there doing it, man. And it was one of those things where I think I was just living in a fantasy. We were both living in a fucking fantasy right there.
Yeah.
It had to come to an end, unfortunately.
Yeah.